All right, happy Wednesday, everybody. This video is for November 3rd. We are starting a new project, okay? On Monday, we talked about arguments, how to win arguments, and what make good arguments. And we started practicing thesis statements because when you're writing an argument, the best way to win is to have your answer and 3 good pieces of evidence, okay? And we practiced that with our thesis statements. Make sure you submit that thesis statement bootcamp worksheet either in person or if you have it on Google Docs, just share it with me. But the reason I bring up arguments and the reason we were practicing writing down arguments and using evidence is because we are starting a new project. We are going to dive a little deeper into this story called the Iliad. Now, we were introduced to the Iliad last week, and the famous ancient Greek poet or author who wrote it, his name was Homer. Okay, remember we're talking about not Homer Simpson, okay, the ancient Greek author Homer. And he wrote 2 famous poems that got turned into books. The Iliad, which is about the Trojan War, okay, the Greeks versus the Trojans, and then the Odyssey, okay, which is when the Greek soldiers tried to get home after the war. Now, we talked about the Iliad, and a basically quick summary is Homer talks about how the Prince Paris of the city of Troy had kidnapped or taken a queen from the Greek cities. Okay, Helen was her name. And the Greek cities got together and decided, hey, we're going to go to Troy and we're going to fight them and try to get our princess back or get our queen back. And the war lasted 10 years. It was a stalemate. Nobody could win. According to Homer's version of the story, the Greeks built a giant wooden horse. They hid inside of it. The Trojans thought it was a gift to the gods and wanted to celebrate, so they thought the war was over. They pulled the horse inside the city, and then when everybody fell asleep, according to Homer, the Greek soldiers climbed out, ransacked the city, burned it down, got their princess back. Okay. Now, that's the story that Homer tells us. We're going to dive a little deeper to figure out, hey, what parts of this story are true, what parts might be made up. Okay. We're going to find out, is Homer telling the truth, or is Homer lying? So the first thing we're going to do is take parts of his story and analyze it. We're going to Discovery Education, okay, by the Discovery Channel to help us out with this. All right, they produced a documentary, a film that kind of looks at Homer's story to figure out what's the lies, what's the truth. Okay, so if you go to the lesson notes and links page for week 11, okay, on Canvas, it looks like this. All the thesis statement stuff that you guys did on Monday, that's all up here if you still need it. Yesterday was election day, okay, so hopefully your family got out to vote. Today, okay, and actually the rest of this week, what we're going to be doing is we have some unsolved history Trojan War questions. Now, these is going to help us find information so that we can prove whether Homer's telling the truth or Homer's lying. If you click on that, it's an embedded Google Doc, and it's a bunch of questions, and we can edit it and type it. These questions line up with the movie that we're watching in class. Okay, so we're watching it over Zoom, we're watching it in person, all right, and these questions kind of follow along with 2 video clips. So let me back up here, and I'll show you where you can find these. Here's the link to the part 1. Okay, you see it says Unsolved History, the Trojan War Video Part 1. They used to be on YouTube. They are no longer on YouTube, but they are on Discovery Ed, and because you are part of the Central Dauphin School District, you have free access. So all you need to do is click on the link. Now it will take you to the video, but you can't play it yet. You got to log in. Okay, you got to log in. So click log in. You're going to use your regular Central Dauphin email and password. So just log in like normal, like you do on Canvas, on Hack, everything else. Okay. You'll log in, and then boom, you've got the video. Okay, you can press play. Okay, and you can watch the video and follow along the questions. Now, folks, we're doing this in class together, so don't worry. It's not homework. But if you miss a lesson because your Wi-Fi goes out or your device is being weird or you have a doctor's appointment, something like that, you can always go back in and check out the parts of the video you missed. Okay, check out the parts of the video you missed. Now, the video is split in 2 because what you'll notice is you'll start answering the questions and the video will end and you'll still have questions to answer. That's why there's a part 2. So you can click on that link right there for Unsolved History, the Trojan War Part 2. Click on that link, and again, it'll have you sign into Discovery Ed, and you can click press play, and then you can always hop back to your assignment here, the Trojan War questions. Okay. Then at the end of this week or beginning of next week, we're going to use the evidence we found in this video to try to prove whether Homer's telling the truth or whether Homer's lying. All right, folks, if you have any trouble logging in, finding videos, you have questions about what you're supposed to do, send me an email. I'd love to help you, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.